The demonic martial alliance rises. It holds dark power. It's called the Demon Hall. Many fear its name. A huge crowd gathers. They shout and cheer. He sees the crowd and feels excited. The Demon Hall teaches martial arts to anyone talented. He wishes he was young to join. He stops and thinks. Something feels wrong. He asks if someone died. The crowd seems nervous. They argue about a death. The tournament hasn't started yet. He guesses too quickly. Something strange is near. He sees a young mortician. He looks odd to him. The tournament begins now. Everyone gets ready. He thinks of his grandfather. He is dear to him. His name is Bu Yunseal, special to him. His grandfather named him. The name holds love. The name means a lot. It binds him to him. His grandfather saved him. He was left in snow. They spot a sword master. He wields the heaven-cutting sword. His skill amazes them. He's thin but strong. His left leg muscles are big. They show his sword art. His leg marks prove it. He masters the heaven-cutting sword. They praise his sharp eyes. He notices small details. They call him a great mortician. His skills shine bright. Everything was fine until a dark day came. That day changed all. His life turned dark. They say good ones don't come. Those who come aren't good. He stops as told. His name is Seola. Grandfather wants to play a game. It's late but fun. He promises a robe and sword. He must endure the game. He's thrilled to try. Seola agrees to play. He's eager to win. He must last until sunrise. The challenge is tough. He nods and accepts. He'll hold on till dawn. He calls him a hiding rat. He mocks his fear. He asks if it's true. His tone is harsh. He's Bu Jianyong, seven-bladed demon. His name carries weight. His name hasn't been heard in years. Feels like a ghost. He refused the Demon Hall's vice-lord seat. He chose a different path. He lives doing lowly work. They're shocked he survived. He worked as a mortician. It wasn't for survival. He did it to atone. His past haunts him. He begs to spare innocence. Take the fight elsewhere. They agree to move. The fight will happen. He's warned not to run. The threat is clear. The fight starts messy. Danger is everywhere. Seola feels cold. He wants the robe and sword. The cold is too much. He struggles to endure. He calls for grandfather. He's not there now. Grandfather is gone. He wonders if he's at the magistrate. Morticians are treated poorly. He feels their pain. Something shocks him. The scene is grim. He cries for grandfather. His heart is heavy. He's stunned by horror. Something awful happened. He calls out to grandfather. He's scared and confused. Seola finds him hurt. He apologizes in tears. Grandfather says he must go. His time is short. He warns him against mortician work. He wants better for him. He begs him to stop. He tells him to listen. He forbids seeking revenge. It's for his safety. He promises no revenge. His heart is breaking. He sees his wounds. His anger grows strong. He'd rather die with him. This world feels empty. He believes the afterlife is like this world. He wants to follow him. He'd be calm in the afterlife. With him, he's at peace. He'd leave this world calmly. His presence gave him strength. He asks him to flee far away. Their time made him happy. He says he brought him joy. His final words are love. He cries for grandfather. His grief is deep. He calls for grandfather again. His voice is desperate. His words were to protect him. He understands his love. He feels torn inside. His heart rebels. He can't let it go. Revenge calls to him. His arms were cut clean. The attack was brutal. The sword stroke soared upward. It was a rare skill. He examines the wounds. His mind races fast. The sword struck upward. It aimed for his eyes. The blade pierced his eyes. The attack was cruel. The sword art is grotesque. It's demonic and dark. The technique is clear. It's a demonic style. It's a demonic sword art. The wounds tell the truth. The heavenly yoga art controls flesh. It made these wounds. 93 weapon marks on his back. Even great arts can't do this. This wasn't one person. A device caused this. An incense device fired many weapons. Hundreds struck at once. Discoloration under the tongue. It's a sign of poison. Nails show poison too. The toxin is deadly. It's rotten flesh, decayed blood poison. Only masters use it. They mastered heavenly yoga. Their skill is rare. They used an absolute realm device. It handles extreme toxins. A demonic path figure did this. Their power is immense. Few people have this skill. They are dangerous. He vows to find them. His resolve is firm. He will hunt them down. His heart burns for justice. He swears to take revenge. Nothing will stop him. They mock the blazing sun sect. They think he's weak. They tell him to leave. Stop posturing and go. His grandfather died. His world fell apart. His life crumbled then. Only pain remains now. Everything he had collapsed. His heart is empty. Vengeance is all he has. It drives him forward. The path of revenge calls. He chooses to follow. The tournament is his start. It's his first step. Hell use it for vengeance. His journey begins now. The fight between two big forces in the martial world began long ago. This war between the two sides has lasted for ages. The righteous faction, led by the Martial Arts Alliance, fights for justice. The unrighteous, gathered in the Demon Hall, value power above all else. Both sides kept a balance for a long time. The righteous wanted more power and created a new group. They formed 18 joint warriors to represent their cause. These warriors became great masters of the righteous faction. The Demon Hall felt threatened and made a plan to grow stronger. They started the 10 Demon Disciples plan to train new fighters. The Demon Hall offered to teach their skills to anyone, no matter their sect. This offer shocked everyone and drew many to the Demon Hall. Young people from the martial world rushed to join the Demon Hall. He noticed many strange people gathered at the Demon Hall. Among them, he searched for someone special. He wondered if one of them was linked to his grandfather's death. He thought about the flood that killed his grandfather. He knew the person behind it must be a powerful expert. To get revenge, he needed to become a master with no sect or training. Becoming a 10-demon candidate was his only way to get strong fast. This was his quickest path to gain power for revenge. Hyok Ryan Young, the head of the Demon Hall, appeared. Known as Golden Arm and Blood-Eyed, he led the Demon Hall. He, the head, came in person to oversee the event. This event was to find the best talents for demon martial arts. Only those who pass all tests become 10 demon candidates. The first test was about to begin. Masters checked candidates' bone structure and body strength. He was upset, expecting a fighting tournament, not a bone test. He passed the first test and was called to the next stage. He realized the tournament wasn't needed if he passed the bone test. He arrived at the next place for the test. They pointed at him, noticing something unusual. They said his bones were completely ruined. They were shocked he even joined the contest. But something else caught their attention. They sensed his strong murderous intent. Still, they couldn't let him pass the test. He felt disappointed as he expected. All he had learned was how to clean corpses. His skills weren't enough to pass this test. He knew he could never get through this stage. He refused to let his journey end like this. The first gate of the test was over. He felt the bone test was unfair for choosing candidates. He questioned why they didn't hold a real tournament. He complained that the test was not fair. They said bone structure was key for learning martial arts. The Demon Hall held this contest to find talent from everywhere. They mocked him for failing the bone test but offered another chance. They told him not to worry about the next test. The second gate was about to start. The next test would pick those with weak bones but strong will. The second gate began right away. From now on, the rules would change. Candidates had to fight each other. Only one person would survive the test. They were shocked, asked to kill each other as a test. He realized this was how it would be. He thought it was better to fight even if it meant death. He decided to start fighting his first opponent. He stared at his enemy, ready to fight. He vowed to kill today. The air felt heavy with danger. Jik Ryong stood tall. His name made others fear him. Wei Unchong stepped forward. His eyes were sharp, ready for battle. He shouted loudly. His voice echoed in the chaos. He killed his foe. Blood spilled everywhere. Others felt sick watching in horror. Wei Unchong struck the heart. His aim was perfect, missing the ribs. His skill was deadly and precise. He saw his foe's speed. He noted weak bones but quick reflexes. Wei Unchong challenged all. He yelled to come at him or die. He stood over a dead enemy. He laughed at the weak fighters. He called them worthless trash. No one impressed him. Another nodded. He agreed the fighters were weak. He warned that showing strength was risky. It made you a target in this fight. Danger followed the strong. They panicked, unsure what to do. The fight was too wild to control. They whispered in fear. They asked how to survive. He yelled to die. His blade swung with deadly force. Young fighters froze. Death was new to them. The young lost courage. Death scared them still. Fear of death stopped them. The young couldn't think clearly. Their minds were paralyzed. Their reason was gone. Fear of death took over. He saw some weren't fools. A few fighters had real skill. Foolish fighters lost their minds. Fear of death made them weak. They couldn't think. Fear of death clouded their minds. The evil sect spoke. Only one would live, they said. Blood and chaos filled the air. He knew surviving was key. Killing wasn't enough to win. He stayed calm. Clear thoughts would save him. He swore to survive. His will was unbreakable. He struck fast. His dagger moved like lightning. They mocked a weak-looking man. He seemed pathetic, hiding all this time. He was thin but tough. His strength surprised them. He saw sword marks on a body. A swift dagger had struck. He shouted to kill. They saw a strange box. They laughed, calling him a funeral merchant. He grinned darkly. He wished a happy birthday coldly. He called out Grundether. His voice was full of menace. He offered a blade. He taunted to try it. They doubted his weapon. They asked what he could do with it. He didn't need thanks. Helping a weak man helped him. He used a weak man as bait. His weakness drew their eyes. He saw sharp eyes but no skill. He said the man never learned martial arts. He sneered. He could kill the man anytime. He carried Sukjong. His strength stood out in the fight. They whispered about him. Who carried Mukyen's legacy? They asked. He was no ordinary fighter. His name was Nung Ungang. He found Mukyen's secret manual and sword. Nung Ungang trained in the mountains. He learned from Mukyen's hidden teachings. His skills were rough. Self-taught, he had many weaknesses. Nung Ungang was Mukyen's only disciple. His power was raw but real. Nung Ungang was strong. He could win the 10 demonic sex test. No one seemed stronger than him. His rough skills wasted Sukjong. They watched closely. Unless a surprise came, head win. They agreed he was the best. He saw a rough cut on a body. The wound showed a clumsy strike. As expected, he stood out. His power was clear to all. He was the last one standing. All others had fallen. He faced Nung Ungang. Killing him would join him to the sex. The fight began. They saw Nung Ungang. He was the strongest here, they said. Nung Ungang led the fight. His power overwhelmed all others. He found a weakness. He knew how to beat him. He planned his attack. Nung Ungang's weakness was clear. As expected, he stood tall. As expected, his power shocked all who saw him fight. Tio think you'd survive until the very end he survived against odds. His enemy was stunned by his strength. Now if I just kill you, I will also be a candidate for 10 demonic champions. Come at me. He challenged his foe to a deadly fight to become a demon champion. I can definitely win. He was sure he'd win. His confidence grew stronger. Let's see what you've got. His foe tested his skills. The fight began with fierce energy. All you, it's a miracle you lasted until the end. His foe mocked his survival. It was a miracle he stood. At first glance, it looks like he's overwhelmed, but he seemed to lose at first. But he had a clever plan. If you look closely on close look, he was skilled. His moves were smart, precise. At the end of each strike, he twists his body slightly. He twisted after strikes to dodge deadly hits. To avoid receiving fatal blows, he dodged fatal blows. Quick moves saved his life. Did he memorize the attack patterns by examining the corpses of those Nung Ungang killed? He studied corpses to learn Nung Ungang's attack patterns. What incredible powers of observation! His observation skills amazed all. He saw every detail. What a pathetic sword! His foe mocked his weak sword. It barely scratched skin. After all those attacks, you've only managed to cut off scraps of flesh. What his attacks cut little flesh. His foe grew angry. Is he provoking him? He taunted his foe with words, making him furious. It's true that HES avoiding the attacks well, but a successful counterattack is a completely different matter. He dodged well, but counterattacks were tough. It'll be hard to land a proper attack in that state. Landing a good attack was hard in his tough state. I was going to let you live a little longer, but such arrogance. Do you want to die that quickly? His foe, tired of his arrogance, threatened a quick death. You wish. His foe agreed to end it. The battle peaked. He's coming. His foe charged. The final clash was near. There's only he knew there was one chance. He had to act fast. One chance. He had one chance to win. He focused on his next move. Something I learned. He recalled what he learned. His knowledge gave hope. While examining the corpses, he studied bodies his foe killed. This gave him a plan. Nung Ungang killed his foe. Nung Ungang left clues. Corpses showed weaknesses. His killing strikes, always his foe's strikes, were deadly. They aimed to kill. Target vital points. His foe targeted vital points. He aimed for weak spots. Specifically, he noticed specific targets. His foe's attacks were clear. Heart and the head. His foe aimed for heart and head. These were kill points. That's why when he has murderous intent, his blade is bound to go for the opponent's upper body. His foe's blade aimed at upper body. He planned to use this. In that case, he saw his chance to act. His plan came together. So she appeared, named Seola. Her presence surprised him. Celestial Prominence Blood Point is a spot even veteran masters have difficulty to train. She knew a secret technique. Blood Point was hard to master. Even if a child strikes with all their might, even a weak strike could work. Blood Point could knock out anyone. They can easily knock an adult unconscious. A child could knock out an adult. The technique was powerful. He wondered if it was true. The technique sounded incredible. The power was overwhelming. He felt its strength clearly. What a surprise! The fight surprised all. His skills shocked his foe. I had high hopes since it was the swordsmanship of Mukhian. His swordsmanship was from Mukhian. It lived up to fame. Bu Yunseal of the Blazing Sun, sect Bu Yunseal of Blazing Sun sect appeared. He was powerful. Second test, you pass. He passed the second test. His victory was confirmed. Seolah's name was called again. She was key to the moment. Seolah, her name echoed again. She was still in his thoughts. Where are you? Seolah, he searched for Seola. He called out to find her. Grandpa, she called to her grandpa. Her voice was full of hope. I'm here. Grandpa, I'm here, she shouted. She was there. She wanted Grandpa to hear. Seolah, her grandpa, called her name. Their reunion was emotional. I can't see you. What he couldn't see her clearly. His vision was fading fast. I can't see you. His eyes failed him. He was losing consciousness. It seems like I'm inside a ship. Did I faint? Well, I did lose a lot of blood. He woke in a ship. He fainted from blood loss. It was a serious injury, but I can barely feel any pain now. His injury was serious, but painless. He felt healed. Did the demonic cult bring in a renowned physician? He wondered if demonic cult helped. A doctor might have healed him. Anyway, he pushed thoughts aside. He focused on his surroundings. These people here, they have good builds, and some of the faces look familiar. He saw strong people. Some faces looked familiar. Are they the ones who passed the first test? He thought they passed the first test. They were skilled. Disembark, they were told to leave the ship. The next challenge was near. We've arrived to the next trial. They reached the next trial's location. A new test awaited. This place is known as Hell. A voice ordered everyone to follow. This will be where they stay. They must return old clothes and weapons. Wear the new robes and swords before leaving. Each may choose any cave they like. He found one cave quite comfortable. It was not as damp as expected. Another complained it was too narrow. Someone else claimed they saw it first. They argued over who had the right. A friend told them not to fight. There were many other good caves. These people seemed unaware of danger. They showed no sense of urgency at all. He began to think about something. Many who passed the checkpoint wore fancy and expensive clothes. Their outfits looked very noble. Could it be that most of them were from noble families? It seemed very likely. The J checkpoint only removed those who could die without notice. It was never meant to be fair. He still could not decide. His friends said he was too slow. Now was not the time to wait. Bu Yunsil stood there quietly. Someone guessed his thoughts from his eyes. They wondered what choice he would make. He was told to decide quickly. He pointed to a humble cave. Others were shocked by his choice. He picked a shabby and plain place. Some called it disgusting to look at. They whispered his name again, Bu Yunsil. He was called a hidden prodigy. At first glance, the cave looked small and dirty, but that was only the entrance. Inside, it was wide enough to train. The narrow door helped block ambushes. Most avoided it, but he checked well. The master praised him and told him to prepare. A teacher began to explain the rules. This hell holds 10 martial halls. Each hall teaches one great master's arts. They may learn one or all 10. The choice is theirs alone. Their schedule is completely free. They may sleep, play, or train as they wish. But it felt strange to him. The checkpoint was made by cruel people. Why let them train in peace now? He wondered where to go first. Most rushed to the Firestorm Sword Hall. They said it was the strongest. Everyone hurried in the same direction. The Firestorm Sword Hall called them. Its master was the greatest of the 10. Ptesian's calm. Learning the best arts would help. But he had no basic skills yet. Advanced techniques would not help him now. What he truly needed was He stood before a quiet place. Was this really a martial hall? Nanjia Pavilion was nearly forgotten. It barely held its place among the 10. Yet it once trained many top fighters. Its history gave it lasting value. His grandfather once spoke of this world. He decided to stay here. He looked at the ground. He saw something unusual. A voice asked if he sought greatness. Master Sao of Nanjia Pavilion appeared. He said Yesha came for Nanjia's arts. The master told him to leave. He did not wish to teach anyone, especially not someone so fragile. Bu Yunsil said he heard this art gives the strongest vitality in the world. The master admitted it was true, but it was a dying martial art. Even prodigies rarely mastered it. Their training rebuilds the body first. With his weak state, he would die fast. If he understood, he should go. But Bu Yunsil did not move. He bowed deeply as a disciple should. He insisted on being taught. The master called him crazy. Finally, the master agreed. But only because the demonic hall had given a direct order. It was not his own wish to teach. He introduced himself clearly. I am Sao, Secret Hall Master. Call me Master Sao from now on. Bu Yunsil gave his name too. The master corrected him sharply. You are only trainee number 1. Enough talk, training starts now.